Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we are diving headfirst into the world of one of the most majestic, breathtaking, and, let's be real, expensive dog breeds on the planet. We're talking about the legendary Tibetan Mastiff. They're often called the lion dog, and bringing one of these fiercely loyal giants home, well, it's a massive decision.
So, have you ever actually dreamed of owning a lion dog? It's a pretty tempting thought, right? With their massive, powerful build and this incredibly loyal personality that makes them fiercely devoted to their families, it's super easy to see the appeal. But before you go out and bring one of these big guys home, there's a lot you need to know to make sure you're doing it right. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to cover 5 key areas in this roadmap to responsible ownership: the lion dog reality, finding a reputable breeder, the true cost, preparing your home, and finally, training and socialization. Let's get started. Number 1, the lion dog reality. Because we absolutely need to start with a serious reality check here. And this brilliantly illustrates the huge gap between the internet-famous dream of a majestic, lion-like companion and the actual daily reality of owning one. These dogs need massive amounts of space. Actually, scratch that. They need an entire yard to roam, plus daily exercise. Because they're so highly independent and fiercely protective, they absolutely require an experienced owner. If you're a first-time dog owner or you live in a cozy apartment, this just isn't the breed for you. Section 2, finding a reputable breeder. Finding a trustworthy source for such an independent and protective dog is absolutely crucial. Look, never, ever buy a puppy from suspicious online ads or puppy mills, no exceptions. With a breed this powerful and naturally protective, poor breeding can literally lead to severe temperament issues. You need a breeder who prioritizes health and stable temperaments above all else. It's a real deal breaker. Let's move to and see how this builds. A responsible breeder will actually encourage this specific 3-step verification process. Step 1, check their health certificates and vaccination records. Step 2, review info on the parents, ask for photos, videos, and check out their living conditions. And step 3, visit in person and observe the puppies before making any sort of commitment. So when you make that in-person visit, what are you actually looking for? Well, you want to ensure these little fluffy bears are active, friendly, have bright eyes, and completely clean coats. This is your chance to verify firsthand that they're being raised in a thriving environment with 0 signs of illness. Moving on to Section 3, the true cost. And spoiler alert, the initial purchase price is really just the tip of the iceberg. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of the investment. Be prepared to spend thousands of dollars just to bring the dog home. This massive initial price tag varies wildly depending on the specific bloodline, import fees, and your location. But yeah, they are undeniably one of the most expensive breeds in the world. But like I said, the purchase price is really just the down payment. Think about the ongoing costs for a giant breed. You'll be buying massive, massive quantities of food. You'll be paying for heavy-duty grooming for those incredibly thick coats, funding professional training, which honestly is a must, and covering veterinary care. For giant breed, everything from basic medications to surgeries just costs a lot more. Section 4, preparing your home. Let's talk about the physical prep required before bringing your massive new puppy through the front door. Your home prep needs to completely scale up. We aren't just talking about your standard food and bowls here. You need heavy-duty, tip-proof bowls, an extra-large orthopedic bed, and basically indestructible toys. And crucially, you need a high-quality leash and a really strong, reinforced collar. Standard flimsy gear, it's just gonna snap under the weight of this uniquely powerful breed. And of course, you absolutely must puppy-proof your house. But keep in mind, a Mastiff puppy grows incredibly fast into a giant, remarkably strong animal. So you need to secure hazards, block off unsafe areas with heavy-duty gates, and fully prepare your home for a highly active, curious, heavyweight champion. Finally, Section 5, training and socialization. This is where the real ongoing work begins. Here's how it plays out chronologically. On arrival day, skip the strict rules. Focus entirely on letting the puppy adjust and just building mutual trust. Then, in the early months, start basic training and socialization immediately. As they grow into adulthood, it's absolutely vital to continually expose them to different people, other dogs, and new environments so they mature into confident, well-adjusted giants.
So, the crucial point is getting these core commands locked in early. Sit, stay, come. It's totally non-negotiable. Remember, the Tibetan Mastiff is inherently independent and pretty strong-willed. Establishing this clear foundation of obedience ensures that this powerful 150-pound dog becomes a safe, well-behaved adult rather than a massive liability.
Ultimately, understanding this breed really comes down to this core truth. Buying a Tibetan Mastiff is a long-term commitment. It is not an impulse buy. But when provided with proper care, firm training, and genuine love, these dogs become fiercely devoted family companions. They will enrich your life tremendously.
Which leaves us with one final, vital question. Are you truly ready for the responsibility? It takes a massive amount of time, space, money, and experience. But if you have what it takes, it's immensely rewarding. Reflect on what we've covered today and ask yourself, are you ready for the lion dog? Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we'll catch you on the next one.